So,
And I think another facet of this was just advising the top administrators on some PR issues, especially during the time I was here. We had the so-called riots on campus, and one segment of the community very unhappy to see any concessions made to black students, and a segment of the black community that saw this as a way to make some gains, an institution that ought to be open to their aspirations.
yeah. So now that you've kind of touched on it, what were the issues surrounding the race and curriculum and diversity here at TCC in the late '60s?
Um, one of the particular things is black students wanted a curriculum in black studies. They also wanted to see some black faculty members, and there was pressure to do that in a way that short-circuited the regular process. Tom Ford was not opposed to that at all. He, considering the times, he was very open to kind of an NAACP view of things, but that doesn't mean he was moving as fast as some people wanted him to. And then at the same time, he had a segment of the population that viewed that as part of the international communist conspiracy, and anti-patriotic. And in talking, I'm remembering a time that happened to catch this on the radio. There was a radio station, can't think of what call letters were, although I've got it written down someplace. It operated in out of Puyallup, and it was full of right-wing rants. And I just happened to catch it one evening, and my name was mentioned, and some other callers said, "Oh, DaleWirsing, yeah. He worked for the News Tribune. He has to be a communist." That gives you the idea, the mindset of those people on the far right at the time. And eventually they got control of the city council. They had a majority. The kind of ringleader of all this was a Slim Rasmussen, who became mayor. And one illustration that the kind of thing they were doing is they passed legislation making it illegal to criticize a police officer.
Wow.
Would never stand up in court, but it gives you an idea of the tone of the times, and I can't quite match up the years, but before too long, we had the recall of what were called the Dirty Five, and it was an unprecedented situation in Washington state municipal politics, where 5 councilmen were recalled at the same time. The governor had to appoint someone to the city council temporarily in order for the city to do business. But, I've kind of lost dates, but it gives you an idea of the temper of the time. And I was supposed to be giving advice about public relations at that time. Eventually, it pretty well blew over. To give you an idea of the changes, one of the leaders of the black students in this time of turmoil was Jim Walton, who eventually became an assistant city manager and then city manager of the city of Tacoma for a while. So, there were accommodations that were worked out that, addressing some of the genuine concerns that black people had. We went from this to eventually having a black mayor, Harold Moss, who is actually a rather prince of an individual.